Thank you. Thank you for sharing for me. Can we get everyone closer to the stage? Closer, 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 closer. We're waiting for a few stragglers in the back. All right. Okay. Hey, y'all. Thanks. Why am I typing? Technical difficulties. Good evening. All right. I'm Delilah. I'm with Sahili. Everyone can hear me. They can hear me. Thank you. Thank you for telling me you can hear me. Thanks so much for joining us. It's an honor to introduce a true leader and servant in our community, my dear friend, Commissioner Dexter McCoy. Since stepping into office as a commissioner just 3 years ago, Dexter has fought every day to make our county more equitable, safe, and inclusive. Under his leadership, we've seen investments in infrastructure and parks, expanded broadband access for underserved areas, stronger worker protections like paid parental leave, and historic projects like the African American Heritage Monument that honors the legacy of our communities. But beyond the accomplishments, what truly defines Dexter is his belief that leadership is about lifting others up, ensuring that government works for every resident of Fort Bend County. His vision, courage, and commitment to service are exactly what we need as we continue to build a stronger, fairer future together. So please join me in welcoming a champion for our community, Commissioner Dexter McCoy.
I love you, Fort Bend County. Y'all, this is incredible. Are y'all fired up for what we're seeing tonight? Are y'all fired up? This is exciting. Now, before I begin, I just have to start by saying thank you. I have to say thank you to those folks who were my opponents in this primary election. It takes a lot of courage to put your name on the ballot and be judged by people in our community. And I just want to say thank you to those folks who decided to put their hat in the ring, those folks who said that they weren't okay sitting on the sidelines while they watched what was happening to our community, and they ran. And I'm so thankful to them. And while our vision for this community might have been different, we shared one belief. That is the belief in the people of Fort Bend County. So to my opponents, I say thank you. Now, folks, listen clearly. In this race, Democrats surged all across this county and all across this state. And we turned out in record numbers. We broke records over and over again in Fort Bend. And that's in no small part to the number of candidates we had running for office, historic number of candidates running for every single seat up and down the ballot all across this state. And while we did not finish tonight, the results that we see that are still coming in now make very clear that this movement is alive, it's well, and it is building. And the message from voters, y'all, was crystal clear. It is time for a fight. The days of capitulating to Greg Abbott, Ken Paxton, and Donald Trump, those days are no more. The days of putting our values aside and going along to get along with extremist politicians who do not care about the working families of this community, those days have come to an end. And look, I've said this over and over again since I got into office and throughout this campaign. I'm willing to work with anyone who's willing to deliver results for working families. But what is clear in this state, for as long as I've been alive, there is one party that has been in charge from the governor's mansion on down. And for 3 decades, they have failed working families in this county and in this state. Texas still has one of the highest uninsured rates in all of America. After generations of pouring millions into prisons and into punitive laws, our communities are still no safer. After every mass shooting, they make guns easier to access instead of passing common sense safety laws. After every major storm, families sit with anxiety, wondering if the response will fail them once again. And instead of lowering costs and improving lives, they have drowned us in divisive culture wars. My message is clear, and the message of the voters tonight is very, very clear. Fort Bend County and the state of Texas deserves better. Now, throughout this campaign, I have been so honored to spend time in spaces that make Fort Bend County an extraordinary place. At iftar dinners, during Ramadan to break fasts, at festivals, at Hindu temples, at churches in Mission Bend, and town hall meetings all across this county. And everywhere I go, I hear the same thing. People are longing for an economy that lowers costs and raises wages. We need ethical leadership, not scandals and self dealing. We need roads that keep us safer and get us to our families faster. And we need schools that prepare our children, just like mine, for to compete in an age of artificial intelligence. That is what this campaign is about. That is what this movement has been about. And that is what the voters affirmed with their votes tonight. Are you with me? Are you with me? Hold on, wait. Now, let me be clear. This campaign, it ain't over. This movement is only moving into its next chapter. Over the next 2 months, we're going to have to organize harder. We're going to have to knock on more doors. We're going to have to make more calls, reach more voters. And because in May, we're going to finish what we started tonight. Are y'all ready for that? This runoff is about momentum. And I think that 30-point spread shows that we've got momentum on our side in this race. And y'all, it's going to be about clarity. It's going to be about results, but it will not happen without each and every one of you all in this room tonight. My heart is full. It's overwhelmed at this sea of orange that's taken over this space and taken over this county. But we will not be able to do this and bring the bag home to secure the bag if we don't have your support. And so I'm so thankful. I want to say thank you to my entire campaign team. Can we give it up for them? To everyone on this team, those who are on staff, all of those who showed up just volunteering their time on the weekly calls, early mornings, and late nights, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. To all of our incredible volunteers, to those folks who are interns, whom this is your very first time volunteering on a campaign. Y'all, they were in the campaign office multiple nights a week, making calls to thousands of voters, helping to move the needle. I couldn't be prouder of the students who decided to invest in this campaign. To those folks who stood at polls, who showed up weekend after weekend after weekend to knock doors, to all of you, thank you so much. And of course, to my rambunctious children and the greatest partner any person could ever wish of having, Chelsea, thank y'all so much for your sacrifice. Thank you. And to the voters of Fort Bend County, thank you for your faith in me. Thank you for their faith in this movement. And thank you for your votes. This is a big deal. Now, folks, tonight we get back to work. we get back to work and building the movement that's going to fight to build the community of 2050 and not 1950. May is around the corner, and our work in this fight continues. Are y'all ready to fight with me? Are y'all ready to win? Well, let's go on, get some rest tomorrow. Let's wipe it off, and let's keep on going. Thank y'all so much, and congratulations.